Hi there, I'm joined this evening by Sarj McClinton, who's a fusion home cook. Is that correct?
It is,
Yes.
Deborah. Thank you for having me.
It's an interesting title, fusion home cook. What's involved in that?
Oh, well, my cultural background comes from Malaysia and India. And of course, having lived with different parts of the world and with different cultures. And I thought, every day I am cooking at home with something different. My husband says, of course he always compliments me, saying every day she's cooking something different. And I thought, well, between Eastern and Western food.
Ah, so that's the fusion aspect of it. It's Eastern and Western.
Yes.
And so where does the Western come in?
The Western comes in from, I married my husband 31 years ago. And he's from the Channel Islands. So he's from Jersey.
From Jersey.
So,
I
British,
see.
of course.
Okay.
And my children are also East and West. And they have grown up with this cooking all their lives. And I thought, why not share it?
Lovely. So you've lived in Jersey and
Yes.
Malaysia.
Yes.
Where else have you lived?
Borneo.
Borneo.
Yeah.
Okay.
And also a little bit in Brunei. And of course Malaysia as well after we got married. And of course recently from Shanghai.
And you were telling me before about
Yes.
some of the exciting dishes that you make. So can you give us an example of some of the fusions that you've done?
Absolutely. Now the most exciting part about my cooking comes from looking after international students. Now I have been looking after international students in the last 12 years since my children were doing high school, for example.
That's a long time.
Oh, currently I have a student from Vietnam, a really mature student from India, and I also have a student from China. Now, it's really inspiring to know what they grew up with.
And I guess you can offer them some comfort and something that they're used to and mix that with some of the Australian cultural dishes that we're used to as well.
Absolutely, absolutely my point, because not only that they're getting something that they're used to, but they're also learning something about the Western culture and the Australian culture. By mixing these two foods together, it actually creates a happy marriage between East and West. A bit like mine, really.
Do you have a favourite dish that you do?
Yes, I do. Stir fries are so quick and easy, are always my favourite. Now, don't be deceived when you say a stir fry, like something quick and easy. Indeed, they are.
That's what you think.
But you do have to create a happy marriage between all the ingredients.
It has to taste good as well, doesn't it? Not just be quick.
Absolutely. And there are so many different sauces out there on the market. And something that you can do so simply and so easily is that sugar and salt, a balance of those two together in something creates such a happy marriage that people don't realise it.
That sweet and sour aspect together.
A pinch of, pinch of sugar here and a pinch of salt there. You really don't need much,
And I understand that you're writing a cookbook, is that right?
Indeed I am.
Pretty soon to be published as well.
Absolutely, early next year. And right now I've got about 15% left to do, and I'm just, dotting the I's and crossing the T's to speak with. And basically I was living in Shanghai for 6 months, and I thought, I've had international students all my life, and I come from such different parts of the world, and my cultural differences is so vast as well. And I thought, why not share it with people?
And what's the name of the book? Do you have a title for it?
Absolutely. Cultural Interchange and Food.
Oh.
That's about 30-page recipes to help not only the students, but students' parents and students' parents over here who are called homestay parents. Quite often, parents like Australian parents a little bit put off having to cook an Eastern meal. They think, there's so much to do in the Eastern cooking, and I'm
so
not
you've
really
got the
familiar.
step-by-step instructions that will make it easier for them.
Absolutely. And then the parents back in their country, the students' country, for example, could have this book on hand and say, my goodness, Sarj is doing a good job. My children are well fed.
That's
and
lovely.
what more could we ask for?
Yes, because
Yeah.
I guess parents worry about their children when they're away
Absolutely.
like this.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's a lovely thing to be doing. And thank you so much for joining us. And I guess we'll be seeing some of your cooking later on. You're going to be doing a demonstration for us.
Indeed, I am so looking forward to it.
Thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Sarj.
Thanks, Deborah.